Hi there guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Bryndís, and today is a very exciting day. If you've been following me for a while now, you know that I have been doing this PhD of mine forever. But today is so exciting. I am going to be starting to write my PhD dissertation.
Hooray!
This is very exciting. Now you would be like, I would understand if you would not necessarily think that writing a dissertation is very exciting. But basically it means that I am getting closer to being done for sure. I mean, the dissertation is gonna take me at least a year, and it's a process for sure. But it means that I have been deemed worthy. My advisors, my PhD committee, has allowed me to progress to starting to write that dissertation. Now later in the week, I'm gonna tell you more about what a dissertation for an article-based PhD looks like. I mean, I don't think it looks that different from just a normal monograph for sure, but there may be some differences for I'm sure. But yeah, so it's super exciting. I have been at campus today. It's actually almost 4 p.m. But I just decided to come home because I'm gonna join the writing group with Accepted Society. I really love joining their sessions as often as I possibly can, and so I'm gonna join their group today and work for two more hours. I just really felt like going home and doing that instead of staying at campus until 6. It's just nice to be home, you know, with my cats in my element, so to speak. So yes, it's very exciting. I'm gonna just log on and start working, and I'll talk to you later on. Yes, so today is actually a very exciting day for someone who's been doing her PhD part-time for like 58 years. I finally got the green light to start writing my dissertation, so that's what I'm gonna start doing today.
You drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever?
So I'm very excited about having done so much work in this hour and a half that I've been working. It's quite easy. The first step of writing this dissertation is going to be super simple, really. So 2 years ago I did what is called an interim evaluation, which means that I had to submit a report. Maybe it's similar to like prospectus, but basically I had to have like a theoretical framework, lots of literary review, like where I'm grounded, a good methodology section, and then like what I was proposing to do in this research. It's basically a research proposal, but very like much bigger and more detailed. And so in that I had a very good methodology section. So I am starting to write this dissertation out of order, so I'm starting on the methodology chapter. And I decided to do that because I think it's the easiest one for me, because not because it's an easy chapter per se, but because I had a very good chapter for my interim evaluation. So I've done a lot of the work already. So now what I need to do is go through other people's dissertations in my program to see how they did it, and just make sure that I'm doing it the similar way, because they've obviously been successful in defending their dissertation. So that's what I've been doing. I've been taking everything from my interim evaluation report, putting it in a different document, reading one of my supervisors' dissertation. She also did an article-based PhD, and just making notes in my documents of what I may need to add, what I may need to change. And then as I've seen things, I've changed like the tense, obviously in my interim evaluation report, I was telling them what I was going to do. Now I've already done it, so I need to change the tense into past tense and stuff like that. And there are definitely things I need to add. So there are a lot of things, a lot of things I need to add into the chapter. A lot of things I need to kind of edit, reword, and change stuff like that. But in the whole, I think it's very strong already, and it's like 9 pages, 4,000 words. So I already have 4,000 words for my PhD, which, by the way, is like 100,000 words. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I feel very confident at the moment. I know that will probably be like changed drastically as I continue on with this dissertation. But at the moment, I'm just so happy that I'm able to start. And I'm at this level, and that I can like see the light at the end of the tunnel. Just there, it's there.
Forever, forever, forever. I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you everything's complete. Do you know how much I love you? I put your favorite song on just to wake you up. When I dance around, I can't help but feeling I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever?
So as you can see, I'm at my office now, and it's actually still, so it's the morning, it's 10 o'clock. This morning, I'm still gonna continue to work on my article manuscript, because I want to have that done in a couple of weeks. When I have, not done, but like a complete full draft of the entire manuscript done at the end of the month. Yeah, that's a discussion for a different video. Now we're talking about the dissertation. Anyway, it's really lovely to be. I'm so happy that I'm in this phase, or finally, dissertation writing. Even though that's very challenging for sure, and you're gonna be seeing me pulling my hair out as well as having fun. But let's go do some work.
Yesterday there was sun in They shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all.
So today is Wednesday. I stopped kind of filming yesterday or vlogging because I had a little procedure done here. Nothing serious, but it was a little bit bigger than I expected or that the doctor expected, and so I have like I think 10 stitches here and like a drainage thing, and it's so it was in quite a lot of pain last like in the afternoon yesterday, and then so I just came home and took some pain medication and basically slept. But it's fine, it's nothing serious. But then as you would have seen earlier, I went I went to a meeting. It's so cold, and well, it's not as cold as I felt at first, but we're just having the worst weather. It's so stormy. Anyway, I went to meet with a colleague at the main campus. So that's why I decided to stay at home, because the meeting, it's easier to get there from my home than from my other office, So I stayed at home today. I decided just to sleep in this morning because I'm so tired. I'm still a little bit in pain, even though it's much better now. My back, it's so painful. And then I made a mistake today at the meeting. It was an excellent meeting. We are kind of re-evaluating the outcomes or expected outcomes from the courses that we are teaching at the university, because they've been like changing the overall courses for the entire university, and that's connected to, I don't know, the OECD or European Union. I'm not quite sure, but anyway, so we have to like make sure that we are following the law and the regulations regarding that, and which is fine. It's fun work actually to kind of reevaluate and make sure that, it was fun actually. But I made the mistake, that is that we sat at the kind of open area, and we had like lunch and stuff like that. And the meeting took like 2.5 hours, both the meeting that we were doing, but also we were just chatting and talking about other things. And I think I broke my back. It was not a good, first of all, I shouldn't be sitting. And secondly, it was a very bad chair for sitting, since I absolutely had to be sitting. I was barely able to walk home. Oh my God. I wasn't even sure that I was going to do any more work today, but I kind of got some second wind, got up, joined the writing group with Accepted Society, and worked on my methodology chapter. I am just burning through that chapter because I am just so determined to be writing and not editing my writing as I'm just writing, getting things down. Sometimes it's just notes or like bullet points, And sometimes it's much more put together. And then when I'm done and I have like a really good first draft, I can then go over and like change things and rewrite and all those things, edit and stuff like that before I actually send it to my supervisors. But I wrote like almost 1,300 words today. I have about 5,500 words already in that chapter. Remember, I'm using a lot of the things from my interim evaluation report. So this is not something that I've been writing originally, but I wrote still 1,200 words just today. So like original words. So that's really well done. And I think it might be like that for the next couple of days, as I'm like filling out every section that I need to have in the methodology chapter, like doing the easy work, and then I actually have to go and do the hard work, which is to first of all make sure that I'm referencing everything correctly, and I'm not saying anything that is not correct or cited. There's no, what you have to do when you're doing research, and also, so that's gonna be the next step, and then the last step is gonna be the editing and like going over everything, making sure that it kind of flows good and stuff like that, and then sending it to my supervisor. Like I said, I was planning to send it in like the first week of July, but I am like, I think I can do it earlier, so that would be fantastic. And yeah, oh my god, my back. Anyway, I'm gonna go and lay down for the rest of the day in the evening, and it's almost 6 o'clock actually, so it's like already very late. Oh, I'm so tired in my back. I'm not like tired, I'm not mentally tired, I'm just so tired of being in pain. Anyway, talk to you tomorrow. I realized that I forgot yesterday to tell you a little bit about what a dissertation in an article-based PhD looks like. I don't know if it's necessarily very different from a normal monograph or like a thesis dissertation that is like the traditional type. But basically it is, I think there will be like 7 chapters. So there will be introduction, there will be theoretical or conceptual framework that are kind of the theories that underpin the research. There will be a literary review, which is, the previous research done in the field, and where I'm hopefully identifying a gap, or like how my research will contribute to that, to the field. And then there is obviously methodology, which is a chapter that I've started working on first. And then instead of there being a findings chapter, there is more of like a short summary of each of my 3 articles. So maybe if you're doing it in the conventional way, you might have the findings chapter might actually be 3 chapters even, depending on if you're doing sub-studies or not. So for me, the findings chapter is basically a summary of the 3 articles, because in the articles that I'm publishing from a PhD project, I have my findings. So there are 3 studies that I'm doing, and each of the articles discusses each of the findings of the studies. And then I will have a discussion chapter where I am taking my 3 articles and I'm looking at them from like more from above, or from like a wider lens than how I'm doing it in the articles themselves. Obviously the articles are, from 5,000 to 7,000 words, so they are, you cannot necessarily go as wide or as deep as you would like. So that's what I'm going to be doing in that discussion chapter. And then of course there will be a conclusions chapter where I kind of draw my conclusions and do the things that you do in a conclusion chapter, and then that's that. And obviously there is, and then there obviously are going to be, front page and list of content and table of contents and bibliography or like list of references and maybe some appendixes and whatever. But that's basically how it's done, and we have a very wide length requirement suggestions, basically from 50,000 to 100,000. So which gives you a lot of kind of leeway as to how long and how much you want it to be like. And in my opinion, a good dissertation is a done dissertation. So I am looking very much at just finishing and not obviously I need to do a good job, but it's more important to just finish. And if there are things that I would like to have in it that it's going to take me too long to have everything in the dissertation that I would like, then I cannot just use that in future publications. And just a done dissertation is a good dissertation, or good whatever. I just want to finish. And then, so the process is that obviously as I'm writing the dissertation, I'm getting feedback from my supervisors or my doctoral committee. And then when it's done and it's deemed to be ready, so when my supervisors have deemed that it's finished, it goes through to the graduate school and at the doctoral committee. They will read through it, and when they say that it's ready, it will go to 2 external examiners, and they will examine it obviously, and then it's approved with no, just as it is, which never happens, approved with minor revisions, approved with major revisions, or rejected, which is never going to happen because there are so many gatekeepers to make sure that doesn't happen. So I would expect it to be either minor or major revisions that I would need to do, and they would also give me questions and stuff like that. I would have to then do the revisions, do everything I need to fix, and then when I'm done with that, I then send it back. I think the graduate school sends it back to the examiners, and they accept or not, or tell me that I have to do more. Or if they accept it, then we can find a date for the defense, the viva. And in Iceland, in the University of Iceland, the defense itself is more of a I cannot fail my defense, basically. So I go into the defense with the examiners will have said that it's ready, that I'm ready to go for the defense. And so it's more of the examiners will be there. We will have a conversation, apparently, is what they are saying. And it's not like there's not going to be it's not like you're on trial or anything. It's just a conversation about your research, your dissertation, the articles, and it's an open defense, so everybody can join. And then, of course, the examiners and the doctoral committee and representative of the graduate school come together and decide. And then when they say that, congratulations, I shake hands, and then I'm a doctor, doctor of philosophy. So basically that's the process. There is no fancy graduation with caps and whatever. We don't do that here in Iceland, unfortunately. So yeah, and then that will be that. I don't know how long this is gonna take me. I am gonna try my best to be done with this dissertation by the end of the next academic year, so that next summer I can concentrate on revisions and things like that, and hopefully have my defense somewhere late 2025. It's so fantastic to be on that road to seeing the end goal, even though it's still far away and I have a whole dissertation to write. It's there. So it's fantastic. But anyway, so I'm not working on my dissertation today. I'm working on my third article, and I've actually been making very good progress this morning. So I'm just gonna talk to you again tomorrow.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. You in my arms, won't let go. The world around could pass us by, a thunderstorm, a lightning strike, as we hold each other tight. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh, ooh.
So I'm gonna end the vlog here. Today's Friday, and as you could have seen in the previous clip, I was working this from home today. This morning I was working a little bit on my dissertation. I only was able to work for about an hour because I am just in so much pain in my back that I cannot even stand. I have to just lay down. And so I basically just decided to allow myself to rest a little bit in the morning, and then I had to go for a meeting on the main campus, so I walked over there. Beautiful weather. It's still very windy. We've been having these crazy storms. It's been like snowing in the north and east. We haven't had snow here, but it was been quite chilly and very windy. I think it's finally starting to calm down a little bit. So anyway, so it's getting sunny as well today, so it's beautiful weather. But I am gonna quit for the day. It's like 2:30 now. I had planned on working until 6. I was gonna join a writing group with Accepted Society and continue to work on my dissertation. And I'm really, my head is 100% in the zone of writing and working on my methodology chapter. And I was now, actually the meeting that I was in at the main campus was with a colleague of mine who is actually defending her thesis in like less than 2 weeks. So she was having a practice basically. So she was going through her presentation and we were then kind of giving her some feedback. And it just fired me up as well to see that I'm, in a year plus a few months, I will be there as well. And it's so exciting. And my head is like, right. So you can get there as soon as possible. But my body is just like, no. Only thing I can do at the moment is lay down. I've been taking pain medication, but I don't want to take any more until I go to sleep. Hopefully I can manage to survive until then. And so I need to do something that is not going to aggravate my back. And laying down seems to be the best thing. So I'm going to go and do that, lay on my couch. And just to relax as well. It's been a really busy week, and I'm very happy with it. So it's okay to quit earlier on Friday, for sure. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching. And I guess I'll just see you when I see you. Bye.